Man, my like Woody.
I just scraped it off the top.
It's week 7 of the NFL, and the spotlight is on the Cardinals' rocket-armed quarterback. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Cardinals and the 49ers, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 23.
The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they were winners last toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And he is hot, hot, hot. Yeah, okay, so there's a blemish in there, right? He did throw 1 interception in the last game.
But 5 touchdown passes.
Okay, that's the offset you want.
I say bench him. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception.
You are tough, coach. I thought the ratio was if you got to 3-1, your quarterback was operating at peak efficiency. 5-1.
And a win.
And a win? Yeah, just let him keep throwing it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First carry for James Conner. They'll get this to about the 38. The numbers there for Conner in last week's game. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. This time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The Niners at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 36, Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Finds the open target, Arnold. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. To throw, it's Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. Oh, look at the juke. Room here to run. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if...
And oh, he coughed it up! And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they begin in a glorious spot, to say the least. First and goal at the 2-yard line. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The Lance going to throw. That's taken in by Watson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Play action, now it's Lance. And he will find his man Samuel. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculated, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Finding his target is Trey McBride. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They'll look to throw again. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Ertz has it left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback.
A hot touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore. Away as they have taken the lead. Now the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense, kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make them uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Here's Lance to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Arnold. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Lance looks to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete.
You guys have been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for third down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. They needed two. They could only get one. Fourth down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's go.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
So, message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And this one's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 17. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Here's Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now Lance. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian Watson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. From the gun, a give to Connor. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Van Jefferson, 37 yards. And the Cards have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was all capped off by the Van Jefferson touchdown reception. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He'll buy some time right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. On 2nd and 10, Lance. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Cards are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said, Keith, and look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are right back in this football game. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that play was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On play action, Lance. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And Lance now to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Lance looking to throw it. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety foul.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. Gay's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. On the return, here's Agnew. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. So Lance and the Niners down 28-24, a minute 11 to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards that time. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Lance. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. Charles, what a big drive late in the fourth quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the fourth quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. For the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He's back to throw. Gets this to Moore. And he'll get him a first down up past the 40 as the clock ticks on. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. He'll look to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One final shot. They'll look to throw. So the victory here for San Francisco. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle. They'll wind up winning the ballgame.
And this